Hello. I think I've figured out all of my technical issues here. So you can see how grainy the map looks. Um, Let me just do a little sorcery here in the back end. There, look at the X's now. Of course, it's pretty small detail, so let's go into a cave and look at the character real quick. I'm gonna set it back so you can actually see the transformation. Yeah, apparently, it's really worth messing around in the settings, really. So performance-wise, it really depends on the game. But it seems like overall, the built-in Vulkan, it's sort of special to the Retroid. Their processing system, and it seems to really make a difference. Okay, so this is how I have been recording, and I thought it looks fine on my screen, of course. My screen is, relatively small, so that's kind of the point. But I can see that like the edges of the hat and the character is kind of like jagged. Oh, I can't get it to stand still. So I can see that, but I didn't really think anything of it until I actually looked back at one of my recordings and noticed that, like, if you look at the HUD, it's all very pixelated and kind of difficult to read. Like it says speed and floor. The numbers are a little chopped off and such. So, yeah, so let me just show you. If you go to the settings by hitting the back button, you go to graphics, and you go to software rendering, and you pick Vulkan, and then you go to upscaler, and you pick at least 2 times. I think it defaults to like 1. So you pick 2 times, and that looks pretty good. And you could probably pick more, but it starts to slow down the game a lot, and I'll show you that too. Look at that. Look at how instant that is. That's how it's supposed to look, at least. So that should be pretty crisp. It might still like render in 720 and not a full 1080, because it is a tiny screen. But that will at least not look crunchy at all. It was really crunchy, and the fire I think is looking better too, which is nice. So let's see what it looks like when we turn it up even more. I don't think like graphically it's going to be too much different, but you'll see it'll start to slow down the game. Yeah, I mean that looks even better. And that's not really slowing down the game either, so I might actually leave it at 4 times. It'll probably tank the QuickTime, but you saw the QuickTime. Anytime it's like rendering models, it kind of has a rough time with this game at least. But it's kind of a learning curve with all the games. Let's see if we can get it to lag out. That's lagging out. And there's not really like any visual improvement between 4 and 6. So I would say at most put it up to 4. And of course that's just going to destroy any QuickTime events, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that should look good for recording. And also, you shouldn't really be hearing my my controller as much on this thing. Because of course I now have a very cheap set of headphones. I just bought them on a whim to be like, okay, what's gonna work? And I got a microphone to plug in, and I got a set of headphones with the built-in mic. Wow, I totally missed. Of course. And for some reason, I think I just got too cheap of a microphone. It just really did not work at all. It didn't even really detect, which is pretty strange. It's kind of supposed to. So I think I just got too cheap. It might have worked. Holy cow. Poisoned again. 3 bats. Come on. But this works fine, so I'll probably get myself a really nice set, and then hopefully you won't hear the clicking at all. But you can still kind of hear it, but that's just because I'm, sitting with it in my hands. My hands aren't that far from my head. But it shouldn't sound like you're inside of a controller anymore, which previously you technically were. So there you go. If you're looking to improve the graphics output of your Retroid, then all you have to do is hit the back button, settings, graphics, and then choose Vulkan and upscale to at least 2 times, but 4 times looks like perfect. But yeah, just note that for stuff where models are not pre-rendered scenes, So basically not like a true cutscene, but where like a model moves across and then your model moves. It's yeah. When the programming has to do the heavy lifting, then it's gonna lag a little bit. But, you know, it would do that on a PC for the most part too. So this is pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying not hearing the clicking and the clacking so much, and also not horribly crunchy. Yeah, anyway. So we're scheduled out into the 28th with crunchy videos of Dark Cloud. But from here on out, I will start recording all in high res. And yeah, I'm going to start doing Digimon World 4, World 2. I've got one more of World 3 that might be crunchy. It probably is crunchy, but I mean, it's a PS1 game, so they're crunchy anyway. Yeah, and then everything should start being much higher resolution from then on. This high resolution, so pretty high. Yeah, anyway. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of the week. Bye!